Hi everybody, well I'm back with a order. This is not a scentsy video. I picked up another order from my Australian vendor, wax vendor here called Pumpkin Parcels. I picked up another mystery box because let's just face it, I'm a sucker for mystery boxes, particularly when it's based around a theme of one of my favourite TV shows. So this one was the Vampire Diaries mystery box. I did add 3 extra scent pots in that I wanted to try, but other than those 3 scent pots, the rest is the $25 mystery box from my Australian vendor that I purchased from, which is Pumpkin Parcels. She's a lady called April, and she actually does orders poured to order. So you will place your order and then she will make your wax for you. So it does take a little bit longer because when you place your order, she's then got to make the wax and then ship it out to you. So when it then arrives to me, I usually leave it for a little bit before I actually warm it to make sure it's had a proper amount of curing time. So let's delve into it, shall we? So when I opened the box, it had this tissue paper over it with all these little quotes from the Vampire Diaries movie, because it was a Vampire Diaries mystery box. So the quotes are: "We choose our own path, our values and our actions, they define who we are," by Stefan. "He was your first love, I intend to be your last, however long it takes," Klaus. "Humanity's not all it's cracked up to be," Damon. "Anyone capable of love is capable of being saved," Caroline. So she did include the scent notes for me, and I've written out the scent notes for the 3 other ones I purchased. The only ones I don't have scent notes for are the 2 little 3 samples. She included a couple of samples, so I don't have scent notes for them, but we will still smell them and see what they smell like. So the first little sample she popped in was Vermont maple syrup. So this is very rich, very gourmand, and you smell that maple syrup. That is nice. But it is one of those ones that I don't think I could warm a big lot of at one time. It's one of these ones that I would probably use more as a mixture because it is very rich and it is very sweet. The other one she included was Tangerine Gelato. And this is going to the other spectrum. It's bright and zesty and sweet that you get from that fruit of the tangerine, but there's also like this vanilla-y creamy note, which is kind of a little bit reminding me of our tangerine creamsicle, but this is definitely more tangerine strong than the tangerine creamsicle that Scentsy had last season. Tangerine creamsicle was a lot more lighter, a lot more heavier in that vanilla note. This has definitely got more of that tangerine punch, but it is still really, really nice. Very bright, very zesty, sweet and creamy. So I have a little handwritten note that says, "Natasha, thank you so much. My invoice." And just another reminder that when you order the mystery box, there are scents in the mystery box that aren't on her website. So they're exclusive to the mystery box only. But if I did want to order those scents by themselves, I can do a custom order and ask to get those scents made if I like any of these scents, basically. So first one I am going to talk about is the 3 pots I picked up separately. So that was Harvest Chai, which is rich sweet chai, spiced coffee, and fluffy cream. So I'm picking up those bakery chai spices, the nutmeg, the cinnamon, all those spices that you get in a chai coffee. I'm not really picking up much coffee. So if I wanted to add more coffee to this, I would probably add a coffee sense to it. This is still very nice on its own, but it's definitely more spice forward than coffee. Mother of Dragons. So this is based on the character of Khaleesi from Game of Thrones, the Dragon Mother. And it is classic incense dragon's blood, blood orange, grapefruit, rose, jasmine, violet, amber, incense, and vanilla. So there's a lot going on in this scent. But when you smell it, it comes together so beautifully. You get that perfumey, sweet incense from the dragon's blood. And I just think those florals just make it slightly more sweeter and less smokier. That is really pretty. I'd definitely get some more of that one. Spooky Sugar Cookie was the third one I brought that wasn't part of the mystery box, and that was pumpkin spice sweet buttery sugar cookie. And it is sweet buttery sugar cookie with like a cinnamon to it. I can smell like that bakery cinnamon to it. This is pretty. I'm going to have to go back and get either a bar or a snap bar of this too. This would be a really great mixer if you wanted to bakery something up. That is really, really nice. So they were the 3 separate ones I got. Now let's delve into the actual mystery box itself. So we have Bonnie Bennett. So this is black raspberry and marshmallow fireside. So I get the play on tart and sweet here. It's a tart fruity berry, but then you get that really sweet sugary marshmallow. I'm not picking up a smokiness from the fireside, but I'm definitely picking up that berry. I'm definitely picking up that marshmallow, and it's kind of giving it like a sweet cherry type vibe to me. The next one, Caroline Forbes, which is Clinique's Happy Perfume and Amazon Sugar Apple. So I'm picking up that Clinique Happy Perfume. It's giving it kind of like a fancy resort soapy vibe. And then that sweetness from the apple hums through. So it's like a fruity body perfume. Very, very pretty. So we have Lockwood Mansion, and it's in the shape of a little skeleton, and it is mahogany woods and gardenia. I would order this in a big lot too. It's not very woodsy to me. I'm picking up that gardenia, and I love the smell of fresh gardenia. It's one of my favorite flowers, and that's what I'm smelling. I'm smelling gardenia. That mahogany woods, I think, is just toning it down from being too powdery, too floral, but it's just creamy goodness of the gardenia. Yum, yum, yum. We have Katerina, Bulgarian rose and honey and cinnamon. So I'm picking up the honey and the rose. I'm not picking up much of the cinnamon, maybe a little bit muted in the background. but that honey kind of sweetens the rose out again, making it less floral, making it less powdery. That's very pretty also. Mystic Grill, which is Sour Beach Cocktail. So this to me smells like a pineapple. It's quite tropical, but it's like a pineapple or tropical fruit that's been placed on a barbecue, and you've got that caramelized, burnt smell running through it. That's what I am smelling here. Mystic Falls, Oak Moss and Saffron. So this is very similar to Dragon's Blood. It's got that perfumey incense to it, but it's not as florally sweet. It's a little bit more woodsy in its incensey note. Vervain, citronella and grass. So I smell the citronella, and I smell like you've just gone and mown the lawn, and that green wet grass kind of spreads up. It's not my favorite. I'm not the biggest green note fan, but I think this would actually be quite good around mozzie season. My 2-year-old comes up in big welts. Popping in this in a warmer of a night time when the mozzies are bad might keep them away because of the citronella in it. So that might be worth a try. Wickery Bridge, sparkling water and wood planks. So this is very fresh and very sweet. Not at all what I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be like a salty water with a wood note to it, but I'm getting more that clean, aquatic, bordering almost on a perfumey note. That is really, really pretty. So we have Damon Salvatore, my favorite brother of the two. I have a thing for that bad fella, and he is very sexy cologne and lime. And I can kind of see that. It's cologne-y, but it's not a fresh cologne, and it's not a woodsy cologne. It's kind of very vibrant cologne with that lime in it, and a zesty cologne, and it really matches his character. I mean, I was thinking something maybe with the whiskey and that he drinks as well in my thoughts, but just that vibrant naughty nature he has, and that's what it smells like. It's fresh, it's cologne-y, but it's not an overpowering man in your face. Really good. The next one is Stefan Salvatore, and I don't actually have the notes for Stefan here, but it's got a picture of library books on it. And when I smell it, I get that leathery type aged book note. So it's a cologne type scent again, but it's also very earthy and very leathery when I smell this as well. So I can't tell you what the scent notes are, but I am getting an earthy, leathery type cologne from Stefan. Elena Gilbert is lavender, chocolate and vanilla cocoa bean. I'm smelling the chocolate. I'm smelling a coconut too, but I think that lavender mixed with the chocolate, because it is, I'm smelling that lavender as well, but it's sweetening that herbal note in the lavender and kind of giving it almost like a creamy coconut vibe to it, but it's not coconut I'm smelling. When you smell it deeper, it is actually the lavender. This is really nice. Like, who would have thought to mix chocolate with lavender? That I would probably get more of. And that was the mystery box, along with some star confetti, which I've just tipped all over my bed, but that's okay. So I'm actually quite surprised at how many of this mystery box that I really like the sense of. Like, I got the Harry Potter mystery box and I got the Jack Skellington mystery box, and there were a few scents in them that I definitely intend on going back to buy, but there were also a few scents that probably I would enjoy, that wouldn't be in my wheelhouse. But most of these in here I really love. Like, I'm surprised that there's not many that probably wouldn't be in my wheelhouse. Probably the only one that I probably didn't think was really in my wheelhouse was Vervain, citronella and grass, but I'm still going to warm them. I'm still going to enjoy them. But there are plenty in here that I would go back and buy again, because they are just really pretty and they're really different scents. I'm actually considering going back and purchasing the $50 mystery box of this particular one, because I did enjoy so many of these scents, and I'd like to see what other scents were with the more expensive mystery box. I would get the same ones again from the 31, but I would also get some new ones, so that would be interesting to see. But she does have a Charmed one coming out soon, so I'm going to wait to get that one first, because Charmed was one of my all-time favourite movies as well. And some of the ones in her Harry Potter mystery box, she is actually releasing onto the website on Friday for separate purchase. So I'm going to go and purchase some more of Hogwarts, because that was one that I really enjoyed and I would buy by the truckload. And I'm going to purchase some of the ones that were in her 51 that I didn't get because I got the cheaper mystery box. Now that she's popping them onto the website separately, I'll be able to get the ones I didn't get and try them as well. So that was my little mystery box. I hope you enjoyed my little sniff session. Now my nose is coming back. I'm starting to enjoy my scents again. So I will look forward to speaking to you later. Until then, bye for now.